Hello and welcome to another set of turns of Dominion 6, playing as Baratos in a Disciples game with Cookies, who is playing as Machaka. I think we're on turn 64. Alright, to get Boots the Messenger, more stuff, Crystal Guard. Did we do 64 already? Yes, okay, so we did 64. 65! 65. All right. Boots the Messenger, Snake Ring, Endless Bag of Wine, more Boots the Messenger. Got an unfound door. We went ahead and started casting Infernal Disease to see if we couldn't get rid of some commanders and figure out... Actually, here's what it is. We have never actually pinged this throne. And we weren't sure if the Solar Serpent had, like, what exactly its stats were. I think we're checking if we're trying to check if it had Astral, and I had run a test game and it didn't, but we weren't sure if it was a guarantee. So we were trying to ping the Solar Serpent, but we were trying to do it in such a way that anyone with a scout here wouldn't know that we were thinking about going. So we that's what we did, but we didn't hit the Solar Serpent, so it didn't matter, and it also failed. Our little disease demon getting absolutely burned to death. Dude, this all this gear. Funny. Machaka took out the Troll Mage. I must have just said go and kill the Troll Mage. Special monsters attacked Machaka. That was our bad. And now we're gonna go and take this away from Machaka. Got some unrest. So we are setting up for our throne rush, and this is when we got, so you can see we're moving out. This is when we got the bad news. Look at this Neefle stack. And this Neefle stack moving. Where could this Neefle stack be going? Besides to try and fight here. You know, you got 90 Neefle Giants. Now, we can't really see anything else with them, which is a little odd, but where else could they be going? They have an app with us. They can't attack us. They have to be going for this throne. So we're concerned. We're very concerned. Technically, so we're not going to... I would not do this, but technically, even in an app, you can do things like send horror to make the province independent, and then you can take it, which you shouldn't do and is not cool. And to be honest, you just shouldn't play with Strong Diplo on, but we didn't realize it when we started the game, and it's on, so Strong Diplo is on. But that is a thing you can do. But you can see we're marching out all of our shed, as well as birds, with Baal Hammond. He's got the Mirage Crystal to veil our army so they can't see it moving. Got a Blood 3 Bride. We're going to skip them later. And then our Bride in Waiting, I think she's going to go to Storm. And then here, we've got a bunch of the Nightmare Riders with one of our milk carts. And they're going to come down here as well. And I want to say that I checked and they can make it here this turn, or the next turn. Because the goal, of course, was to not let anybody know what we were up to. We've got a milk cart already waiting here. He's going to go after this. Here's the army of Machaka, which is going to move here. I think... No. The army of Machaka, he's got to do some goofy stuff with sailing. We were making him a pocket ship. But he's gonna... We don't have time, actually. He's going to go before we get to the pocket ship, although this would have done it. So, it's... He made the little kobolds, I think. And a lot of his mages are undead, so that's how he's going to try and get there. As I believe the plan. So we're essentially getting into position. I think we're going to try and strike next turn, yeah. There's the pocket chip, but it's actually going to be too slow. I'm still searching just in case it doesn't work out. Make a blood pendant. More blood hunting. Raven feast, dragon helmet, yada yada yada. Yeah, I mean, turn 65. Again, sort of nothing. Nobody's fighting anybody. Everyone's just sitting quiet and waiting. Our blood income is up again. So this is not a good blood income for this stage of the game. It's fine. It's like, this is like 175. It's below where it should be. We should probably be at like 300. But I've just been... Our early game obviously had some struggles. And I haven't been able to convert enough stuff into blood mages while keeping up our research. We did pass Vanheim finally. So we are on the up and up, but we'd have to, give up a lot of that research to go and do more blood hunting. All right, let's go to turn 66. Excuse me. Another key thing which we didn't discuss is that I researched Blood 8, and I ensured that I have enough casters of 3 red seconds and enough blood slaves banked. I will by next turn. To put up a citadel on every throne that we take or hope to take. So that is also part of our plan. In terms of claimants, I've got the Melkarts, and who, while on Hinnom, are not Holy 3, are Holy 3 for Baratos. So my 2 are covered by Melkarts, and I'm sending my god. My god's going to be the one to claim the Watcher Throne, and then Chaka has a hero, just a dorky little human with Holy 3 that needs to not die in his when he takes his throne. So you can see this is the rest of the gear coming in. We'll go through it when we actually send them in, but I did do a lot of testing. The Vanadrot took a Throne of Time, so you can see we're not there's another throne that is going. 13 death gems, didn't find anything. More blood. Machaka is in charge of taking the Monolith throne. And so it's just Horde of Skeletons. And we'll actually watch the whole thing this time. So, apologies. At least it's mostly Horde of Skeletons. There are some Earth Elementals coming in too, I guess. And he did send in some of the these guys with the idea of doing Shatter, but they all just get immediately killed and it doesn't work at all. They are hurting this, down to 153. No regen or anything. So, these guys are out of stuff. So we just gotta try and punch through. There goes the gifts from heaven. Danger close. Down to 48. Another gifts. 29. Another gifts. 16. Finally starts casting Shatter. That would have been good for him to cast a long time ago. Down to 2. Punch through. Alright. And then these all fade away. I want to say in the real game that he cast Gifts of Heaven on himself and died. But either way. Machaka is successful in taking the Watcher Throne. With some cheese. Basically. I defeat some special monsters. Get some gold, get some imps. So you can see the Procure of Stuff is moving to claim Phrygia. And we are using this bride to cast 3 red seconds. And then we're looking to attack. So here we've got... they've got a bunch of the air goofballs. I put a bunch of the Nightmare Riders in front. We've got sheds, draconians, sheds, draconians. The shed, of course, are resistant to... Oh, sorry, that's storm immunity. 15 resistance, so they're going to do pretty well against all the Stormhawks. And then they're going to have a ton of damage and health. Rush of Strength, Blood Rain. Try and see if we can't morale route some of these people. Storm and Arrow Ward, Thunder Ward, Thunder Ward, Arrow Ward. They've got a lot of arrows. And then Steel Slice Warriors and Gift of the Furies. And then we're going to go ahead and attack here with Furfur, who's got a Chuckle Shield, a Flesh Eater, an Iron Face, Bloodstone Armor, Boots the Messenger, Snake Ring, Ring of Regen, but he's not going in alone. He's got a guy doing Blessing, guy doing Gift of Formlessness for that Temper Flesh, and losing the Strength is not going to be super relevant. He has 26 Strength. He's currently hitting for 40. And this guy's going to do Mist Form, which will probably get popped, but it's fine either way. Iron Will, Temper Armor, Reinvig, Summon Earth Power, Damage Reversal. And then if it does, so he's got 20% regen from his gear. In the event that it does go to Twilight, Iron Face will recast Iron Skin. So his protection actually should stay really high. He's got a Fire Shield to help chop through everything. He's got 20 fire resistance and 30 poison resistance, which is what this mostly has to offer. He has a Shock Malice, but we're going to move past that. Shouldn't be anything doing shock here. He's afraid of the Flood, obviously. Who wouldn't be? And he's going to go Berserk. So this is our guy. And I did ensure we have enough... we're going to make an extra milk cart just in case something happens, but we still have enough to do all of the 3 red seconds that we need and do all the claiming. So, yeah, there's the 1 3 red seconds. We're making a golem. Otherwise, we're just researching and blood hunting. Oh, way to do a carrier eagle. Because I messed up. This guy is going to be doing... He's missing an item, and he's missing the gems to actually cast Steel Slice Warriors, so he's going to be getting both those from our spells. And then, yeah, Machaka is sailing across from one of these. So this is going to be the turn where we figure out if we win or if everyone will immediately punish us for impertinence. We can also see that Niflheim just walked back home. Don't know why they went here. Don't know why they went back. But that's what happened. All right, let's do it. Turn 67. All right, we've got throne battles. Let's go ahead and take a look. This is me attempting the fiery throne. I think I added some more stuff. I added a Battle Fury. Earth Power. Reinvig. We're back to 0 fatigue. Got Battle Fury. These little guys can't hurt us. They simply don't deal enough damage. We are practically immune to fire. 25 fire resistance. Now, we don't exactly cut through them all that quickly either, but... And you can see here's the rest of the stuff. Fire snakes. They're absolutely... The heat auras are just torching all of their heavy infantry and the scorpions. And the solar serpent is back here, not astral, with 2 enormous cauldrons of broth. And a bunch of fire and earth. And there's our Iron Will. getting attacked by little snakes. All these humans are just on fire. Go ahead and speed up a little bit. So the scorpions do get a chance to hit us, and they've got this big death poison. Now we're fighting the snake. But again, right, if he does try and hit us, he has a chance of hitting himself. He's got 10% regen on 155 HP. He is decaying, but he can beat 5,000, so it's not super relevant. You can see we do have some poison stacks, which does reduce our stats. We do have a lot of poison resistance, though. A lot of MR, or regen. We can see we are taking some damage as we try and chip through this guy. A lot of the other units are on fire from all the heat auras. He's turned around, but hasn't routed or anything. Now he's back to the Solar Serpent. Kind of lost all his progress there by letting it regen. It, however, routes. And all the stuff that needs its leadership dies with it. We are on turn 50, so not even close to running out of time. Although again, even if we had, we would still have a lot of our buffs. Yeah, we just gotta pick them all off. Picked up 57 XP with 61 kills. Alright, so he is successful. That's number 1. Number 2 is our ball. So we're going to cast a bunch of our spells. Let's see those go out. I think they cast Aerofend. We put up Blood Rain. See if we can't get any extra routers. You can see the birds with their 15 shock resistance is not nearly enough. Absolutely getting mulched. All the lightning. Surprised these guys are still standing here. Morale down to 7. A nice little falling fires action. But this is mostly just the shed show. I think that they have, yeah, now in Dominion 6, they don't have limited ammo anymore. Their ammo just costs fatigue. So until they start getting lots of fatigue, they will just get to keep on chucking lightning. Chucking it at the air elementals is not the best move, although even with their shock resistance, it is still not enough. But now we've finished off the air elementals and it's back into the group. And then they come into melee because some of them did fatigue, use up all their fatigue, and they pick everybody off. We lost all of our Nightmare Riders, 5 Seir, 23 Draconians, no sheds perished, and they killed 319 enemies. And we get Machaka. Is this the time when Machaka comes through and saves us all? Or is it going to be another fort storming? So lots of poison is what's up for offer here. And no poison resistance, I think. Poison warrants going off back here. Yeah. Now, we do have magic weapons, so we'll chop through the Shade Beasts, okay. We also need to keep our eye out for this guy. The King Triumphant with his 11 HP. Did he already get hit? Not sure. He's our claimer. And he's the only one who's here who can claim. So if he dies, it doesn't work. Glenormor is still in the back doing Raised Dead. That's great for us. Oh, here he comes. Shouldn't have said anything. Looks like we're just about finished off the Shade Beast. Look at all this poison, though. I mean, they're just completely poisoned to shit. And, like, look what it does to their stats. 21%. 48%. Now he's running in towards some of the less poisoned ones. It's also running over here. Although they're kind of distracted, they really try and get him. This guy's got 132 HP, no regen. He is also decaying, but that also is not going to matter. Does he have some kind of slow life? Interesting. Long life. See, he's just about dead. Surrounded by Lion Warriors. Now they just gotta make it through. This stuff... There's 1 liter left, I think, for them as well. Now, a lot of this is long dead now. We don't have that many Lion Warriors left. See, routing. The independent armies are routed. And as you can see, there aren't any Lion Warriors left. They pretty much all perish. This is why the Spider Clan takes over in the Middle Ages, because 100% of the Lion Warriors die taking this throne. 149 dead Lion Warriors. But he got the job done. Doesn't matter how many are dead. We have strong Diplo on, which protects us from most things that someone could do. Particularly given that I'm going to put up a fortress everywhere. Vanheim does not have a nap with us, so they can try and stop us. And in particular, they reached out and messaged us and said something to the effect of, so I noticed that you had taken 3 thrones, and so I went to Sarmatia and I went to Niflheim and to go and, you know, organize the coalition to prevent you from winning. And they informed me that you had in fact taken 5 thrones. And so it looks like that's a good game. Now, of course, someone could say that and then still try and pull a fast one on us. I also recruited all the mercenaries. So yeah, we're gonna claim, we're gonna claim, we're gonna claim, we're gonna claim. I didn't actually, yeah. And we're gonna put up 3 red seconds all over. And they have to be able to... So right at the time of this recording, if you conquered the province that I had cast the 3 red seconds in, or like you magic phased in 1 or attacked it in 1, right? The fort would have 0 fort strength. Assuming you had a bigger army, or, you know, more fort strength, more siege strength than I had siege defense. I believe that's been changed as of a very recent patch, although I haven't tested it, so that now you'll just get the full fort, which will make throne rushing a lot easier. But with it as it is for this game, it means if they win and have more siege strength than we have, siege defense, the fort will be automatically cracked, and they will get a chance to storm. So we're not out of the woods just yet. We need to see if they're going to be able to pull that off. It's going to be difficult again, though, right? Because it has to be either... It basically has to be Vanheim, because the others are going to automatically lose their fights because of the diplomatic terms. And so I don't know how much... You know, Vanheim's got some blood. I'm not sure what they're... Like, you can't, like, have independence take it either. And assassinating the... Actually, I think it doesn't well, I take it back. So that'd be if you had to move and claim. I don't think that there's anything they can do because we're getting the claims this turn, and claiming happens before magic phase, even assassinations and stuff. So you have to have us cause us to not have the province, and I just don't think that's possible at this stage. Technically, and I misspoke earlier. If we needed one more turn, all that stuff would be relevant, but we don't. So I think that they're just GG'd unless somebody knows how to do something that we don't know about. So we won't look at the rest of the turn though. We'll go ahead and look and see if it worked. And we can see that it did in fact work. So we successfully claimed the rest of the thrones. And this was the first long form Dominions game of Dominion 6 game that I played. So we are at the time of this game 1-0 in long form games in Dominion 6, which is neat. It's not going to stay that way, but at the time it was pretty neat. This province also has so much unrest because it has the Shattered Throne, which we never got to use. Tragic. I wonder if we would have, if we'd had this, it's a plains, if we would have tried to spread death scales there somehow. I don't even know how you do it, but if you spread enough death scales, you could turn it into a waste, and then you could do your Baratos summons there. But anyway, we are victorious. I know we've had the grasp the whole time, so it's not quite as relevant, but we were in first place for provinces as both as Baratos and as a team. We obviously we have all the forts now because I made so many forts this turn. We were winning in income. We were up there for gems, but not winning. But Machaca was. So actually, as a team, we were winning for gems, I think. We were winning for blood. We were not winning on research. Sarmatia had all this research and unfortunately just never did anything with it. So that's, you kind of got to go use your, they would have been much better off if their research was here and they had fought something. We had the most dominion. I had the largest army. And we, of course, have all the ascension points. So yeah, it was kind of a sleepy game. We had our one big war early, and then we kind of just had what we needed to win from there. But definitely, still some twists, still some turns. This is the first time I've cast Second Sun, and using it as a foil for Illwinter is pretty funny. You can see with Illwinter gone, because we won the game, now all of our provinces are at 5 heat. So much. It was a lot of fun though. I'll probably try and get with Cookies and do one more, maybe final thoughts video or breakdown video, but haven't recorded that yet. So yeah, thanks everyone. Hopefully we saw, the shed kind of wrecked. And they would do a lot of that good work against a human army too. We would have obviously given them more support than we did, but yeah. Well, thanks everyone for joining me for this game. Happy to post a W, and like I said, hopefully I'll circle back with Cookies and we can do a final thoughts video and put that up probably, I guess, on both channels. If you haven't watched this from Cookies' perspective, you should go and do so. He has a more detailed look. He's doing it turn by turn, whereas I'm doing a lot of turns at once. But that's his are shorter too, so you can just watch them when something else is happening. But yeah, all right, thanks everyone, and I'll see you all in the next. Abyssia still alive. I look to see you all in the next series. Don't know exactly what that'll be yet, but thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.